the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, in which I am tasting the nectarine of Lord Chaitanya's Leela. I have left Bharat Bhumi just to execute the order of Sri Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati in pursuance of Lord Chaitanya's order. I have no qualification, but have taken up the risk just to carry out the order of His Divine Grace. I depend fully on their mercy. So far away from Vrindavan. Jaladuta Diary, September 10, 1965. The Jaladuta is a regular cargo carrier of the Sin India Steam Navigation Company, but there is a passenger cabin aboard. During the voyage from Calcutta to New York in August and September of 1965, the cabin was occupied by Sri Abhay Charanaravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami, whose age was listed as 69 and who was taken on board bearing a complimentary ticket with food. The Jaladuta, under the command of Captain Arun Pandya, whose wife was also aboard, left at 9 a.m. on Friday, August 13. In his diary, Srila Prabhupada noted, the cabin is quite comfortable, thanks to Lord Sri Krishna for enlightening Sumati Murarji for all these arrangements. I am quite comfortable. But on the 14th, he reported seasickness, dizziness, vomiting, Bay of Bengal, heavy rains, more sickness. Thank you. Usha, please.
On the 19th, when the ship arrived at Colombo, Ceylon, now Sri Lanka, Prabhupada was able to get relief from his seasickness. The captain took him ashore and he traveled around Colombo by car. Then the ship went on towards Cochin, on the west coast of India. Janmashtami, the appearance day of Lord Krishna, fell on the 20th of August that year. Prabhupada took the opportunity to speak to the crew about the philosophy of Lord Krishna and he distributed prasadam. He had cooked himself. August 21 was his 69th birthday, observed without ceremony at sea. That same day, the ship arrived at Cochin, and Srila Prabhupada's trunk of Srimad Bhagavatam volumes, which had been shipped from Bombay, were loaded on board. By the 23rd, the ship had put out to the Red Sea, where Srila Prabhupada encountered great difficulty. He noted in his diary, rain, seasickness, dizziness, headache, no appetite, vomiting. The symptoms persisted, but it was more than seasickness. The pain is in his chest made him think he would die at any moment. In 2 days, he suffered two heart attacks. He tolerated the difficulty, meditating on the purpose of his mission. But after 2 days of such violent attacks, he thought that if another were to come, he would certainly not survive. On the night of the second day, Prabhupada had a dream. Lord Krishna, in his many forms, was rowing a boat, and he told Prabhupada that he should not fear, but should come along. Prabhupada felt assured of Lord Krishna's protection, and the violent attack did not recur.
Thank you. Jesus, please.
The Jaladuta entered the Suez Canal on September 1st and stopped in Port Said on the 2nd. Srila Prabhupada visited the city with the captain and said that he liked it. By the 6th, he had recovered a little from his illness and was eating regularly again for the first time in 2 weeks, having cooked his own kichari and puris. He reported in his diary that his strength renewed little by little. Thursday, September 9th, to 4 a.m. To 4 p.m. this afternoon, we have crossed over the Atlantic Ocean for 24 hours. The whole day was clear and almost smooth. I am taking my food regularly and have got some strength to struggle. There is also a slight tacking of the ship and I am feeling a slight headache also. But I am struggling and the nectarine of life is Sri Chaitanya Chamrita Rita, the source of all my vitality. Friday, September 10th. Today the ship is flying very smoothly. I feel today better, but I am feeling separation from Sri Vrindavan and my Lord Sri Govinda, Gopinath, Radha, Damodar. The only solace is Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, in which I am tasting the nectarine of Lord Chaitanya's Lila pastimes. I have left Bharatbhumi just to execute the order of Sri Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati in pursuance of Lord Chaitanya's order. I have no qualification but have taken up the risk just to carry out the order of His Divine Grace. I depend fully on their mercy, so far away from Vrindavan.
Thank you. During the voyage, Srila Prabhupada sometimes stood on the deck at the ship's rail, watching the ocean and the sky and thinking of Chaitanya Charitamrita, Vrindavan Dhamma, and the order of his spiritual master to go preach in the West. Mrs. Pandya, the captain's wife, whom Srila Prabhupada considered to be an intelligent and learned lady, foretold Srila Prabhupada's future. If he were to pass beyond this crisis in his health, she said it would indicate the goodwill of Lord Krishna. The ocean voyage of 1965 was a calm one for the Jaladuta. The captain said that never in his entire career had he seen such a calm Atlantic crossing. Prabhupada replied that the calmness was Lord Krishna's mercy, and Mrs. Pandya asked Prabhupada to come back with them so that they might have another such crossing. Srila Prabhupada wrote in his diary, "If the Atlantic would have shown its usual face, perhaps I would have died. But Lord Krishna has taken charge of the ship." On September 13th, Prabhupada noted in his diary, 32nd day of journey, cooked bati kichari. It appeared to be delicious, so I was able to take some food. Today I have disclosed my mind to my companion, Lord Sri Krishna. There is a Bengali poem made by me in this connection. Jikulinda, please.
I just want to make a little note here that Srila Prabhupada, he had his heart attacks before crossing the Atlantic Ocean. And the Atlantic Ocean compared to the Bay of Bengal and going around the Cochin, going to the other side. He had his 2 heart attacks before he even got into the Atlantic Ocean. And the Atlantic Ocean, the waves and the struggles that a ship could have going across the Atlantic Ocean would far exceed what would normally be where he had his 2 heart attacks. So it just, and Srila Prabhupada actually had an opportunity to get off the ship and get off the ship because his books were being loaded on the other side of India. So he started on the east side of Calcutta, coming down around the Horn, and then up the other side. Then it pulled into port, and then his books were loaded. So and he already had 2 heart attacks, so he could have actually got off, but still he was so determined, even though he still had to face the incredible Atlantic Ocean. I just find that so amazing.
Can I ask a question, Prabhu?
Okay.
So Chaitanya Charitamrit was already with him. Was it this Chaitanya Charitamrit we read, or it was
no? His spiritual master's Bengali copy.
Thank you, Prabhu.
No, he translated it in English. He started translating that in the 70s in America.
Along with the purports.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The poem was a prayer to Lord Krishna, and it is filled with Prabhupada's devotional confidence in the mission that he had undertaken on behalf of his spiritual master. An English translation of the opening stanzas follows. I emphatically say to you, O brothers, you'll obtain your good fortune from the Supreme Lord Krishna only when Srimati Radharani becomes pleased with you. Srimad Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, who is very dear to Lord Gauranga, Lord Chaitanya, the son of Mother Sachi, is unparalleled in his service to the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. He is that great saintly spiritual master who bestows intense devotion to Krishna at different places throughout the world. By his strong desire, the holy name of the Lord Gauranga will spread throughout all the countries of the Western world, in all the cities, towns, and villages on the earth, From all the oceans, seas, rivers, and streams, everyone will chant the holy name of Krishna. As the vast mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu conquers all directions, a flood of transcendental ecstasy will certainly cover the land. When all the sinful, miserable living entities become happy, the Vaishnava's desire is then fulfilled. Although my Guru Maharaj ordered me to accomplish this mission, I'm not worthy or fit to do it. I am very fallen and insignificant. Therefore, O Lord, now I am begging for your mercy so that I may become worthy. For you are the wisest and most experienced of all. And the poem ends. Today, that remembrance of you came to me in a very nice way. Because I have a great longing, I called to you. I am your eternal servant, and therefore I desire your association so much. O Lord Krishna, except for you, there is no means of success.
It is 2 minutes left. I wanted to ask you.
Yeah. There are actually a couple of video presentations of this, but it doesn't have the same detail as the reading.
Yeah.
And it's done nicely also. And it was available, I think, on Netflix. Even I don't know if it still is, but okay.
I mean, the old
We'll
one is
finish
there
it.
on YouTube. Yeah.